here at the Museum of Tropical Queensland Ocean Sentinels launch. I'm Adam Smith, Deputy Chair of the Board, and very pleased to talk to Distinguished Professor Peter Harrison, who is one of the muses, one of the legendary scientists that has been made into a sculpture by Jason DeCaires Taylor. What do you think of the artwork that Jason's created about you?
Look, it's absolutely brilliant. I love the way in which the coral is totally engulfing the human form. And what I'd love to see in future is live corals growing all over it, and I would disappear under a layer of live corals. So that's my hope for the future when it goes on the reef.
You are the man who discovered coral spawning. I can't believe it was 40 years ago. Can you tell us about that discovery at Magnetic Island?
Yes, Magnetic Island, just off the coast here from Townsville, is actually really important in marine ecology research. And I was one of a group of friends and postgraduate students that were studying at James Cook University in the early 1980s. And we were all really interested in how and when corals reproduced. And we started looking through all the textbooks, and we couldn't find much detail. Surprisingly, very few corals had actually had their sexual reproductive lives explored. So we banded together, formed a team, and we discovered something extraordinary, which is many different types of corals actually synchronise their spawning on just a few nights each year. And this occurs after full moon periods in late spring and early summer. And what's extraordinary is that there are literally trillions of eggs and sperm are released during these events. And that's so important to the health of the reef system, because it's during those mass spawning events that you get billions of larvae produced, and they disperse around and help restore the populations and maintain population growth on the reef.
What species do you hope will be one of the first to attach to Peter Harrison underwater?
Look, I would really hope to get some Acropora branching corals on there. That's what's depicted here. It's the first coral I worked on more than 40 years ago, and they're so important in providing habitat for fish and other organisms on the reef. So I'd love to see this completely coated in all sorts of different corals, but the primary ones that are likely to settle first will be the branching corals.
And look, we're in 2022, the water's pretty warm, the corals are bleaching off Yungbinen. You could potentially be going, oh my God, but you could also go, this is an opportunity. How do you balance those two tensions as a scientist and someone who cares about our environment?
Yeah, look, I'm passionate about not giving up on any part of our natural environment. We know that the Great Barrier Reef is damaged. We know that it's now a mosaic of some perfectly healthy coral communities and reef communities, some that are in the process of natural recovery, but many need active intervention to kickstart the recovery of corals. We're losing corals faster than they're naturally being replenished now. So it's both a very big threat, but it's also an opportunity for us to get involved and apply the knowledge we've gained over recent decades and actually really focus all of our energy onto active restoration in meaningful ways.